Hi everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of Race Car Rebuild, where we are rebuilding this Formula Renault 2007 2-litre single-seater race car. So today we're going to be taking off the last few bits from inside the tub. We're going to wash the inside of the tub down with a view to start refitting it. We're going to take off the old heat shield material. I'm not really looking forward to that. But it needs to be done. It's going to be hot and sticky and not in a good way. But once we've done that, we can then start to apply the new heat shield material. Had a couple of messages. Thank you very much. And people have asked, why am I doing this? Or more to the point, why is this necessary? Although the first question is a fair question. I ask myself sometimes. To answer that, you need to understand the difference between a road car and a race car. So, for example, you could start off with a road car, and let's say you wanted to compete in touring cars. So by the time you brought that road car up from road spec to race spec, you'll have spent, I would imagine, somewhere in the order of £250,000. So that's the sort of void we're talking about. A road car probably spends less than 5% of its time at full throttle. Relatively speaking, they don't go around corners very fast. This, on the other hand, will pull a couple of G's going around a corner. Probably spend 90% of its time at full throttle, 100% if it was possible to do it, if the driver could do it. If it can brake, it will brake. So without this meticulous attention to detail, you're not even going to finish a race, never mind win one. So I hope that explains it, so to make you understand why we do what we do. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get on with it. Okay, so carrying on, a few more bits to get out. These seatbelt harnesses. Take these out. These are just the locations for the seatbelt, left and right. Should get a proper tool really, shouldn't I? But they're coming off okay, which is surprising. There we are. Behind the camera I've got a nice magnetic stainless steel dish. This here is sort of grabs the bottom of the gear selector mechanism. It just sort of brace really for the cable, but I'll show you that when we put it all back on. Quite nasty this, a bit corroded, a bit bent. Let's have a look. Is that bent? Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, so that's all bent up. So I've got another one. It's all scored and what have you. But anyway, we can't be putting that back on as it is. And you can see that these are pretty horrible too. But I'll put them in here for now. At least we get the lengths and everything. This one here is a bit of a sod. Oh, there you go. It's easier than I thought. Number one. There's one. I don't use power screwdrivers, power tools and all that. I don't know what you think about that, but you just cannot feel what's going on when you're tightening it up. I know a lot of youngsters, they virtually do everything with a power tool. I think that's a mistake, but that's probably because I'm old. You don't get a feel for it. You don't get the feel if the thread is stripped out or anything like that. But you probably have your own opinions on that. It's entirely up to you. You know, I want to feel the thread. I want to feel how it's going in. If it's gritty or if it's being obstructed, you just cannot feel that with power tools. So these are specific lengths. I'm going to put these back in here. That one there, that one there. This is pretty horrible. Lots of rust around here, corrosion, dirt, what have you. So that will all be stripped down, polished, put back on. There's a, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bolt in there, and you can adjust the angle of the gear stick further over, or all sorts of things. As I say, we probably will put a paddle shift on here, but I'll probably leave that in place as well. So put that in there. What else is there? A couple of screws here for holding down the cover that covers the fire extinguisher. These are particularly horrible. I will keep them just for now, but these are unlikely to go back on the car. That cable, so this is the throttle cable. I do not want to lose these little washers. Even if I don't reuse them, I don't want to lose them. I don't know how the throttle cable is. Contrary to popular opinion, you do not grease them. I have it on reliable authority. You don't put grease down there, they should move on their own. If they don't, if you put grease down there, the grease will then get crap on it, and then it'll seize up and put more grease and more crap and so on and so forth. So don't do that. I guess you could use silicone, but I have it on good authority from a guy who makes cables. Don't grease it. And this one, to be fair, is dry. There's a weird thing with the throttle system on here, throttle stop I should say, which I'll tell you about a bit later. Let's just get that down there for now. So we've got these little bobbins, they just bring the dashboard away. There's a little hands device or seatbelt, rear seatbelt thing behind. Sorry, it's out of camera, out of shot. But I won't take a sec. I'll show you that when we refit it. This is for the seatbelt. Sure, it's not very exciting for you watching something that isn't happening. If I had a very expert cameraman, I'm sure he would whiz round and so this is the hands device, well, I keep calling it that, seatbelt and hands device. So your seatbelt lugs go in there. I'll show the old and the new one, but they modified this one. Originally it was just a straight bar. They modified it for the hands device. This one's a bit beaten up, but it's perfectly okay. I probably will fit a new one to that. I've got a new one, so I'll probably fit a new one to that. Let's put these in here. So there you go. So you can see that within This has taken less than an hour. I've stripped it out. I'll take this out. This is the fire extinguisher lead tube and these things. That just pulls out, and I'll get this out, and then we'll start cleaning. And that's what I love about working on racing cars. You don't have to muck about with all the crap that is on road cars. And once everything's clean and you don't end up looking like this, they're actually a pleasure to work on. There's a bit of Velcro there, so that's going to have to come off. And I'll probably wash it with soap and water, hoover it out, wash it with soap and water, but we'll film that anyway so you can have a look if you can bear the excitement. But that's what I love about these. In about an hour we've done this. We've got a lot to do, but you can just strip it out and get on with it. So now we're going to get on with washing the tub. Alright, see you in a sec. Okay, so we're going to carry on with the cleaning. Nothing special really. Get the initial dirt off. I've given it a hoover. I'll give it another quick hoover just in case. There we are. A bit of Velcro here. Obviously they must have had some sort of, I don't know, not a camera, but control for a camera maybe. I think I'll give it a rub down. Not rub down, I'll give it a spray down. Nothing special, just a domestic cleaner to start with. Okay, here we are at the back of the car. So first thing we need to do is remove a couple of things. So this is the expansion tank here. There's a little bung missing there, so sort that out. The cap, I'm sure you know, it's got a little diaphragm in there and they corrode, they break down over time. So I'm probably going to get a new cap just to be on the safe side. It's just not worth the bother. And obviously this will clean up quite nicely. So that's that coil pack. No idea if this works. but we'll find out. They are a bit flaky, these, and prone to breaking down, so but you literally can't tell. But anyway, put that there for now. So this here is a cover that gets you back access to the fuel tank. I'm going to leave that on because I think it's just easier and safer, because we're going to apply a little bit of heat to this. Now this will come off, but I'm just going to apply a tiny bit of heat. This is the glamorous side of motor racing. Here we are, and I've even bought a new scraper for £1.60. Obviously not too much heat. Oil damage the carbon fibre, but just enough to warm the glue. Really, you want to be applying it to here, not to here. So it's just, you're not trying to burn this off or anything, you're just trying to loosen the glue and get this off. This is really horrible, this stuff. And then when we finished, it's all going to be nice, shiny. So this will be the point where I speed up the film, and you'll go, thank God for that. So here we go, just getting the bulk of this stuff off. So just remember, with the heat gun, you're warming it up. There's no heat involved. It's not hot, it's warm. And you can see that that heat shield is coming off quite easily. But just remember, it's very easy to forget. If you're pointing the gun at the tub, keep it moving. If you're not doing anything with it, then just point it in the opposite direction. So just getting this last bit off, although it doesn't look it, there's quite a bit of force here. You'll see the tub move in a minute, but I've got to say it's coming off really, really well. I thought this job was going to take hours. So yeah, very pleased. So here we go, last bit, bosh, nice job. I have to say, that was a lot easier than I thought. So obviously now I'm going to carry on. And now I'm doing it, obviously, it occurs to me that really, really, really be careful with this, because obviously you could quite literally lose the tub if you're not careful. But that was fine. My hands are absolutely disgusting now. I'm gonna have to go and wash them because I can't carry on. Wow. Now I have got stuff to get this off, because eventually you're just going to be moving the glue around. Not recommending this particularly, but I've used it, and it smells nice. It smells lemon for some reason. I have no idea why. So let's try a bit of this. Yeah, there you go, look at that. I've used this stuff for years in a different life, and it's great. So spray that all over, let it do its work. There we are. I do like shiny carbon fibre weave. Is that just me, or it's just me, isn't it? Perhaps I ought to keep my secrets to myself. Let it out now in the world. There's something very clever about carbon fibre. Where it's all done. If you think this is, what, 2007, so nearly 20 years old. I wouldn't like to be stripping down a 20-year-old chassis and seeing what condition it's in. You can use this stuff on anything, apart from the fact it's bloody expensive. But you can see how this is going to come out really, really well. So I'll shut up now, speed the film up, and see you in about 4.5 seconds. Well, there we are, look at that. Very pleased with that. It's a bit easier and quicker than I thought, but doesn't happen very often, but quite nice when it does. Smooth as a baby's bottom and twice as clean. I'll get some degreaser on that to get rid of any residue, and then we'll be putting on the new heat shield material, which I have here. Very sexy. Woohoo! So yeah, very pleased. Okay, see you next time. Well, that's it for this week. Very pleased. I think we've got a lot done. Very pleased to have done heat shield material. Wasn't looking forward to that, and actually it wasn't that bad. So that's your race car rebuild life tip. If you've got an unpleasant job, don't put it off. Just get on with it. It won't be as bad as you thought it was going to be. There endeth the tip for today. I've speeded things up a little bit. I don't know if that's good or bad. If you want more detail, less detail, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, tell your mum, tell your dog, tell your cat. Go up to random people in the street and tell them to subscribe to the channel. The chances are they're probably motorsport fans. You never know, so don't take the chance. Great, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.